All right, so welcome to the post-show video for episode number 48 of Limit Break Radio. We just got wrapped up, and that, I have to say, this was another show I was nervous about.
You seemed nervous over the chat messages.
Because, we didn't have
nothing.
We had nothing. We were sold.
I sat there thinking, like, what do I want to talk about this week? There's fucking nothing to talk about.
There really isn't.
And I was sitting there thinking, like, it's not like we're all just sitting here thinking, I have a great idea, but I'm not going to post it. We're all like, nothing is going on.
It really was. It was a challenge this week. You guys answered the call in spades. Your calls and your emails helped us get through this episode. This was a tough one because there's really just not that much going on.
And it still turned out to be a great episode.
Oh yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
It was. That was a lot of fun, and there was definitely fun to be had. So. I thought it was an overall good episode. This is now the second episode, Juxta, where you haven't had to take callers, where we've been relying on Kookie to screen calls. How do you feel that process is going?
Really good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a lot more engaged now, and I'm actually paying attention to the conversation a lot more.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't sure if it was just because Callow was gone, but yeah, you talked a lot more than normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was. Well, I knew we were gonna kind of be struggling to fill the content void, so I kind of tried to step up and be a lot more vocal as well. But yeah, it's also Kahlo talks a whole lot too.
Yeah,
he talks a lot.
Yeah. So
that's hard to fill in for. Like, does he like the sound of his voice?
I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah,
sure.
Probably.
So you guys, tons of calls today.
Yeah, 8 people called in.
8 people. Wow.
5 we couldn't get to.
Wow.
5 more.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's super impressive, guys. I mean, just the fact that there are a lot of other shows out there who they ask for emails, they read emails, they
beg.
Yeah.
They offer rewards and prizes for emails.
No.
Oh yeah. There are shows that do it.
Any good prizes?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they'll be like time cards and shit.
Alright, well next time let me know and I'll throw one in there. Shit. God.
I've seen it. It does happen. It makes you realize how lucky we are that it's like
Yeah.
we're overwhelmed with them all the time.
Yeah. I wonder if the other shows are like kind of hate us for that because we don't get to all of our emails anymore.
I have to.
It's probably a little bit of
resentment.
Contempt.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Probably.
So we started talking about the Patreon hitting 2,000 a month.
Big news.
And this is an appropriate place to talk about it because, of course, this is the Patreon exclusive video. And we do thank you for your support at Patreon. And so awesome that it's topped 2K now.
There should be 150 people watching this video.
Exactly. We know that only 17 are of you that
will actually watch it.
Will actually watch it, but
this is to you 17. So,
yeah.
But the thing is that and we had mentioned this on the show that we've got to keep that number at 2K if we want to ensure Final Encountercast being able to be put on a weekly schedule. And I think that's a pretty I think that people have been enjoying Final Encountercast and that the audience for that has been growing.
Mm-hmm. A lot more people are saying, like, when they come into the LBR chat, like, hey, I just want to say I love this show and FEC. Like, everyone includes and FEC. It's great, too.
Right. And a lot of times after we wrap up the show, we'll get, questions like, is there an FEC tonight?
Every single time.
Every episode we film.
Yep. X-Eater, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, we don't have the Twitch chat up right now, but I'm sure X-Eater is in our chat room right now saying, is the show starting soon?
Yes.
Did I miss the show?
Final Encounter starting soon? So, we know that you guys would want more of it, and I think that the show will end up being more successful, being more regular as well.
Not having to cut through, go a month old for news and gaming will be nice. Getting that on a weekly basis, we can shorten that segment down 15-30 minutes if we get onto a topic where we talk about from it, and then an hour of the rest of the show.
Yeah. I think that being said, though, that I think most of us are kind of nervous moving into a weekly FEC, just because the 7 episodes that we've done of that show, we leave that studio and we are exhausted. Those are very long days for us, and thinking about having to do that, every single week.
You can see it on the green room videos.
Oh, yeah.
You can always tell a green room video where we've done both shows because we look dead.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I think like we did it this week. We kept under 3 hours on a limit break radio for the first time. When's the last time we did that?
In a while.
Have we done it in the weekly format?
It's been a while.
Yeah, we've done,
have.
I think we've
Okay.
done like even like a 2:45.
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
But we kept down to 3
Once.
hours, and if we can do that and keep FEC at about an hour and a half, I think that's doable. That's no longer than what we used to do with LBR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's still going to be a rough day every Sunday, but I mean that's why we're going to get paid for it too.
That and we're just talking about the literal day of podcasting, but
Not just
you gotta
the
keep
show
it,
plan.
yeah, the show outlines and stuff.
Yeah.
Twice as much of that. It's gonna be a lot of hard work.
It definitely is. But
I'll be curious to see the growth that we see out of it, though.
that's
yeah.
that's
LBR
what
has
I'm.
grown exponentially since we went weekly.
You're right. That's I think that's the biggest unknown quantity, because if we start doing it week over week, we start seeing a big influx of new listeners. I think then that it becomes worth it.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we were in a position to even try something like that before having that show funded. Now that we can be compensated for that work,
Yeah.
then that makes that that possibility way more real. And so we're going to try it out. We're going to see what happens. And if it ends up gaining momentum, that's awesome. If not, then we're going to have to look at ways to keep adjusting the show.
Reassess.
Yeah.
I mean, just think like, have you gone back and listened to one of our episodes before we went weekly of LBR lately?
No.
Do you know how different they sound as
No.
opposed to what we do
I
now?
actually don't.
Go back and listen to any episode before we went weekly, and just sit there go back and listen to a part 2.
Okay.
Any part 2 you want, like when we've taken our first break and we come back into the room, and listen to that compared to one of our shows we do now. You will be floored how different it is. And it's better.
I believe.
It's way better now.
I believe it.
I think the show quality has gone up just immensely, and we've seen growth from it.
The other possibility outside of doing it all on Sunday, it just makes it much harder, is trying to put it on a different day.
Yeah.
Granted with our schedules, and I think yours changes week to week. I know Kahlo's changes week to week.
It'd be
Mine
impossible.
changes week to week. It really would be impossible.
If the day comes where we're doing this as our full-time job, yeah, absolutely. We'll be here 5 days a week doing shit, but...
Right.
You bite your tongue. You bite your tongue.
Well, if
That's
we're doing it full-time, you might be living closer, too.
okay, well, if I'm living a lot closer, then that might be a possibility.
Yeah.
But there's no way I can drive down to Detroit
Yeah.
and back 5 days a week.
But we're gonna have to twist your arm pretty hard to get you to move out of Flint.
I don't know.
How are those showers doing? Yeah, see, the cat's like, oh fuck, you're from Flint. I really need to not get left.
He's like, oh god, the Flint discussion. I'm out. Fuck this.
Cat's going to clean itself rather than listen to that.
Yeah. When it's fucking national news, it's
It's
Fuck
not
this.
good. It's not good. Oh, God.
Do you have to wear goggles in the shower?
No, but I probably should.
I just want you to say, "Sweet Jesus, the goggles," at least once.
They do nothing.
They do nothing. Oh my God.
To be honest, I probably just shouldn't shower.
We would really
and I'm
appreciate it
only
if you
like-
continued showering. Or maybe shower here.
And that's why I might end up being cleaner if I just stop. I mean, we're not even sure at this point.
God, what a mess. What a mess. So yeah, Patreon, as long as that seems to hold and grow.
It's still going up.
Yeah, it is still going up. We're nearly at
We don't
20.
have another goal posted yet, and it's
We
still
don't.
going up.
We don't. But speaking of that, we are going to get some goals in the future. We're actually going to be moving away from physical rewards at certain gift levels. Those are all kind of already set.
Yeah.
Sort of feel like the physical rewards that we have, you'll still get those.
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
think we're going to.
We're not going to add a new other.
Yeah, we're not.
ones,
I don't think we're going to add any items.
Well,
like
this
maybe
one
once.
we're trying to build the brand. Content releases are what we're focusing on.
Right. I think maybe when the keychains are gone, when those are all gone, maybe we can find something else to put at that level.
On that slot.
Yeah, but I think we're pretty good on the physical stuff. But
Yeah.
in terms of milestone rewards, we're looking at a whole bunch of new content. We've been trying out new content, both live and behind the scenes. We've got Nate and Blank in the Morning that is scheduled to start this Wednesday, and we've got the Late Late Show with Kahlo. And
Nika and I have been discussing possibly doing something of our own show as well.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like I know I talked like I might want to do a show, but I feel like myself solo, I do a lot better when I have someone to host with, and I think like people.
I agree. You're terrible
Nika.
solo.
Thank you.
No, I understand the struggle because I do not do well solo as well.
Yeah, but I feel like people seem to enjoy when Nika and I stream together. So maybe we were talking about maybe trying to put together some sort of show we could do.
So
me and Kahlo are in the works of making like a D&D campaign / sessions for Patreon users.
That would be cool. Like if you're a Patreon donor at a certain level, you can get in.
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
there's
cool.
a new. Okay, that's kind of cool.
And then we'll obviously give it out, and then I don't know what's going on with that. I had something else, but I forgot.
And then like you were gonna live stream those the D&D sessions?
Yeah, they'd be on Twitch and stuff, and people can come in
and not just for like Patreon users.
No, anyone can come in.
Anyone can come in. Anyone can watch, and even like there was another idea that you had that I really
the money,
liked.
yes, okay.
Where if somebody donates during
there's gonna be like a little. Well, it's not set in stone yet, but my idea was there's 2 hashtags, #Hurt Party and #Help Party. If you would donate $5 and #Hurt Party, the next monster to attack would automatically get a crit on whoever it is. And if you #Help Party, the next person to attack gets an automatic crit. And so in doing that, the viewers have like participation as well, and they can kind of influence the battle by helping the party or making
That's
things
cool because
really hard.
like, if you got a
Super
player who you're
interactive.
pissed off at, you could straight up be like, "Hurt Party,
Yeah.
Hurt Party, fuck you.
$5, fuck you."
I like that.
#Super Hurt Party, donate $50, next 10 attacks crits.
Oh my god.
Party wipe,
Make a saving throw.
you're dead.
Things you don't want to hear your DM say. I enter the room. Make a saving throw. Oh shit.
What's your passive perception? 30? Make a saving throw.
On a 30?
But yeah, that's just some of the things we have in the works for the new milestones. So
Yes, and those will be hitting the Patreon soon. We also outlined on the show. I don't know. He's an idiot. My cat's just like spread eagle on the floor.
You know what? If I was naked, I would totally do that right now.
Gross. So no, don't. Be sure to be on the lookout for that over at the Patreon account, as well as keep an eye on the total. If you see it starting to dip, because we understand you've got other obligations to make. You can't give all your money to Limit Break Radio. If you see that total start to dip, maybe that is maybe you the person who doesn't have the $5 to give anymore. Maybe you do have that $5. Right. So if you want
just because you're already a patron at X dollars, if you see a drop, that might be like we could like reevaluate how much you're able to give.
Yeah,
and
right.
Pick up the slack.
And hopefully, if other people are other listeners are watching it and keeping an eye on it, if they've never given before, they can step up and keep us at the 2K level and keep Final Encountercast weekly, because I think everyone benefits from that.
By the way, guys, if you're ever in the stream and you're just seeing that going on, or we're doing something, if you notice the Final Encounter or the numbers dipped a little bit, feel free to drop a link and be like, hey guys, Specs, feel free to market it yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for us to cue it out. People get sick and tired of hearing us talk about it.
Yeah, they really do. So let's move on. We had a lot of really interesting calls, a lot of discussion about PvP.
Yeah.
Lots of discussion about PvP.
I missed last week's episode, but I know it was all PvP with Joe on.
It was not all PvP.
It was actually 40 minutes. It was really tiny.
Yeah, we actually did not devote that much time to discussing PvP. And
what did you guys say? What you went wall to wall with?
Just with Joe.
with
Oh, with
Joe.
Joe, okay.
Yeah, we
We were
would
talking
well.
about
Sorry, I
Before
assumed
you-
because you were talking with Joe, that meant it was PvP.
Well, that was the plan. Like the main topic was supposed to be the PvP stuff, but then like we got really in depth with that 4-gamer interview
Yes.
last episode.
Gotcha.
So,
Alright.
Yeah, that was the bulk of last episode. But I mean, there were some definite, bombshells dropped in that interview.
Oh yeah.
I
I still like that thing that where like Yoshi P just talking about the possibility of a PvP server. Like
Yeah.
that to me speaks volumes.
Yeah,
'cause-
that he's willing to mention it
Yeah.
in an interview.
that came from him, not
Yeah.
from us.
Yeah, exactly. Like all this PvP discussion is just from that one comment about how he's like imagining how it would be and like if I were to do it. I mean, obviously, let's be realistic. It probably won't happen, but just the fact that he's like thinking and picturing it. Maybe
Look at how much
it could.
discussion this has kicked off.
Yeah.
It kicked off a ton of discussion. People were like talking about how like everything we were talking about is unrealistic. Like, of course they're not going to implement where you can kill other people's players off.
Oh yeah.
But it's fun to be able to have that conversation, and we can have that conversation because he brought up the idea of
Right.
PvP
And
server.
you know, that's
We can expand into the realm of ridiculous with it.
that is another thing, is that Yoshi P is a very deliberate person in what he says, and
Yes.
he would not casually mention a PvP server if it wasn't already on the radar for him.
He is a very measured
That's
individual
a
in
good
the
point.
things he says, unless he's talking about the API for the game. So,
Well, how often does he really talk about that?
it's true. He has kind of
They
skirted that
have been
issue.
They have been very mum about that
Yeah.
issue. So.
But you're right, he is a very measured individual in
Yeah.
what he says. So maybe the fact that he is talking about it means it's a possibility.
Yeah, I think, well, just because he is talking about it makes it a possibility.
Yeah.
How realistic, that's, we don't know where and when or how.
Yeah, well, I would imagine no way pre 4.0.
Yeah.
I could see that being a launch with 4.0.
See, and this is part of the problem is that they've locked themselves into such a repetitive, predictable cycle
Yep.
that they are literally locked into this content until 4.0. And that's alarming because I don't think that many people are having fun with this game right now and would, they're fucking off to other games. So is there going to be,
alarming.
yeah, like how much of your community are you willing to whittle down and try to gain traction back with 4.0? I mean, I don't know what the options are here, but they seem to have worked themselves up into a pretty good corner.
I find myself in a situation where someone will ask, how is 14 right now? Should I give it a play? And I'm like, maybe you should wait till it's a little better. I don't know. Like, I obviously, I tell them to play, but at the same time I'm sitting there like, how much do I mean that right now? Like, it's a hard game to get into right now.
And you know what?
Maybe
Hang on.
coming in fresh would be easier. I
But
don't know.
even in the lackluster 2.0 patches, we had at least something to latch onto.
Yep.
The story, the MSQ was fucking just a roller coaster throughout 2.0.
Hildebrand is hilarious.
And what have we gotten so far in 3.0 in terms of MSQ?
7 missions?
And were any of them really that interesting?
No, they're boring.
I don't even
Suck.
remember what it was.
So what am I latching onto?
We had to go back into the castle place in Ishgard.
What's his nuts got stabbed?
Yeah. Imeric got stabbed.
Yeah, you got the butter knife.
Yeah, but he's alright. But we had to go into, what's the name of the fucking dungeon?
Vault.
The vault. We had to go back into the vault.
That was the last MSQ?
Yep.
That was the last MSQ we got.
Where he fell, someone fell.
Yeah.
The dragon
Yeah.
caught.
That's the last time we got MSQ. Is that not pathetic?
I feel like something else had to happen though.
Did we get anything in 1.5? I don't think so. 3.15?
Homie, nothing interesting happened in 3.1.
Wait, didn't he get stabbed in like 3.0 story?
No, we got stabbed in 3.1.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No. Right? That's how bad it's been.
Yeah. Just stop to appreciate. We're having to parse out what exactly was the storyline.
Yeah.
Okay,
We should not
that
have
is
to question
that in and of itself is alarming. The fact that you don't
So I
know
was gonna go like,
is
no,
alarming.
something else had to have happened.
Nope.
Oh fuck! No,
I-
nothing else happened.
I remember like the lady falling and a dragon getting her, but that
Yep.
was 3.1?
Yep. Came at the same point as Void Ark.
God.
Yeah, that's how bad it's been, dude.
I was operating that was like 3.0.
Nope.
No, that's 3.1.
What are you looking forward to in the next plot point about 3.2? Anyone?
Dealer?
Anyone? No one? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
want to see
care.
more of that Warrior of Darkness guy.
Are we fine?
Yes, that was so
Okay,
awesome.
okay, we did get the Warriors
Warriors
of
of
Darkness.
That was cool.
that was the only other thing that happened.
We didn't get to fight
Fan
it.
Craig coming back.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
him
But
his
still,
nuts.
all of them,
His nutter.
yeah,
Nutter.
Yeah.
all of them
His penis
were
was
go
blocked by
here,
a squirrel.
go
Yeah.
here, click this, watch this cutscene.
There was one
Yeah.
duty, and it was the vault return. And that was
Which
it.
was so
And,
weird.
and it was 7 missions, right? It was 6 cutscenes in the vault, right? Something like
Actually,
that.
the revisit to the vault was not poorly done.
It was a fun
It was
duty.
good, but I mean, like
I
for that being the only thing that you do the entire time.
I didn't understand it at all. I didn't. Like, I went there, I came back, it was hard. And not because it was, like, hard content, it was hard because I wasn't sure where I was supposed to go. I was like,
Oh, inside there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get lost
Oh.
on my first run through there. I'm
You know
like,
what?
where do I
Yeah,
go?
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
It was not.
You have to
well
find. You have to
implemented.
find the 3 people being held hostage. And
Yeah.
like, they don't like. You're like, okay,
And
I'm
I
not.
guess they were.
Suddenly,
like,
I'm back
I
in
can see
11,
it
and I don't know
before.
where to go.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
But oh, like I liked that duty, but that was it.
There really wasn't anything after that.
Yeah, it was a slow pack. Like, I hope the MSQ that comes in.
There was
3.2
not
is
yet.
massive.
So out
Something
of
cool has to happen. Come
out
on,
of
guys.
what was in 3.1,
I still haven't done the Scholasticate.
me neither.
Me neither. Cause everyone who did it was like, like it wasn't like Hildebrand, where everyone's like, dude, it was fucking hysterical. Go to Hildebrand, and I'm like, all right. Finally, like enough people told me, and then I wanted the battle on the big bridge, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna grind through
I
all
just
the way to
wa-
that one.
I just want to know what's going on. Like, what happened? Like, there seems to be some ball droppage between
Yeah, you know,
2.0
like-
and 3.0 overall. What happened?
when we were like talking about this stuff and how like it was kind of crummy, like I think it was like the 3rd or 4th episode after Heaven's Word came out, we were like kind of ripping on SC a little bit, and then like the 7-week notice hit, and we started ripping on them again, and people were like, oh, they needed a break, they needed a vacation, blah blah blah, and here we are, like
Yeah, same shit.
I mean, this is exactly what we said was going to happen. That 3.1 was going to be lackluster. 3.2, the only thing that people are going to look forward to is raid progression, and now nobody cares about raid progression. Congratulations, SE.
Yeah,
You really shot yourself in the foot.
it's spooky. It makes you worry. Like,
God, I want to care about raid progression.
So do I, but why? Alexander is just not a good raid. At least the first leg of it that they put in there is not good.
I just don't like the raid structure and like how it's just 4 boss fights.
right.
Which is why I haven't gotten to Thorwarding, because it's just a boss fight.
But when you break down what things like Void Ark and Crystal Tower have, those are raids.
Yeah.
They don't have challenging encounters,
But
but
they're
they
Actual
are
raids.
actual raids. But none of that really carries over to the Alexander fights. Those are mostly just boss fights.
Mm-hmm.
So I think almost to call doing Alexander Savage at this point raiding is a misnomer.
Yeah.
It's really not. And that's what I was saying moving into 3.0 is that, you know what, your challenging encounters should look more like your Void Arcs.
I mean, which to be fair, like the coils in Bahamut weren't horribly different than Alexander in that aspect. A lot of them were just fight. There were some that had progression first.
Some
right?
of them had some trash.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of them
not
like
much. It's
you have a
mostly just
little
a
bit
straight-
of trash, and then you'd get to your boss.
Yeah, it's a straight line of trash and then, yeah.
It's a lot longer than the Alex
And
trash.
oh yeah, I agree with that absolutely.
You can see the boss room from where you're standing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, for me, I always knew that like raiding was never going to be a big thing for me. I've never cared for having to be on 2 nights a week for raiding.
Mhm.
Like I've never, even in 11, I didn't care for doing like Sky with required attendance and shit like that. But this,
But wait a minute. That was after attempting to and participating in it and then going, this ain't for me. And you
Sure.
said, bye-bye. Whereas I don't think anyone is even motivated to try it.
agreed. I've seen no reason to even try it. Like the only time I had fun with Coil was duty finding it on stream,
Right.
Because that was funny.
Right.
And just dealing with dumbasses and like just the frustration of trying to duty find it through Coil. But I have to wait till that's possible to do. I would like to duty finder through Alex Savage one day on stream.
Yeah, but they're dragging their feet.
But they're dragging their feet on it, and at this point, it would just be a fucking nightmare trying to do AS3 Savage. Like,
It still would be
like,
we need a couple more
dedicated
hours.
raid groups can't do that.
Nika can't do that.
There you go.
Alright, so moving on, we had some good emails and FMFFLs.
Yeah,
Very.
And
Couple, still emails we didn't get to that were actually really good. I would like to read.
Yeah, but we are trying to hold ourselves to the 3-hour
Yep.
time limit, and we wanted to obviously,
Definitely.
pay attention to that. So
We haven't done Funfuls in a long time.
yeah. Funful's making a return.
people have requested that for a while now.
Yeah.
Funfuls are always fun because, like, always when you do them, there's one person in the chat who's like, oh my god, that just happened to me too.
Yeah.
Like, someone identifies with it whenever you do one.
Well, I think that's what's so good about that bit is that it's just easily identifiable. Like you can automatically just like look at any of those stories and be like, yeah, totally.
Like the one who did the one about his inventory being full after waiting on that fate. Oh my god, like everyone's just like, oh, I hate when I do that.
Oh,
The worst.
Yep. So highlights. Can we think of any highlights?
Let's see. There's a really good one right at the start, like during the news.
I think reading over the job requirements for the job listing. That
was pretty funny.
That was great.
I didn't think that was going to be that funny, but that was very funny.
Yeah, I thought that was outstanding.
That was good. Let's see. Towards the end where I was talking about stop being nice.
Oh god, and everyone's just like, are you really going for this? Like you're gonna get mad at people for staying for a pony farm?
Yep.
The whole chat was like, fuck you. Oh, the call with Gordo.
Oh,
the call with Gordo.
There we go.
Was amazing. That's a highlight.
All right, I think those are our 3 highlights there. We've got the call with Gordo. We've got the
job posting.
The job posting, and the stop being nice.
Stop being nice. That was great.
Oh god.
Gordo's call.
I love that people take me at like 100% straight face value. I love that.
You have gotten such a
Yeah.
rapport with the people that if you say something dickish, like, he means that. He means every fucking word of that. Fuck that guy. Oh my god. Like, even you are sitting there trying to get through that, like, with this huge grin on your face, trying to hold this salty attitude.
You guys don't understand. I get feedback sometimes where like people are like, sometimes it's hard to tell if you're joking. That's because I'm entertaining me. I'm not trying to entertain you. I find this hilarious, and so I'm gonna make it awkward. And so some people get it, some people don't. But the people who get it really appreciate that style of humor. So Stop being.
Fuck you for being nice.
Fuck you for
Quit handing things to people.
I was trying so hard to shoehorn in welfare tomes, like the term welfare tomes, but I could not find an edge to get that in there.
Aniero versus common decency.
Nika had told me that she read a comment in whoever we hosted's chat that, those LBR guys, it's like listening to the Rush Limbaugh of Final Fantasy XIV. Had I done the welfare tomes, I would have been like, you nailed it right there. Oh man, that was unfortunately a joke that I have not figured how to work into the show yet.
One day.
One day.
One day you guys will hear that on the show. Like, we've been talking about that in the green room video.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the joke.
Yeah.
Of course, if you're a Patreon owner, you probably get the joke.
That's true too.
Most people who don't get the joke would not become Patreon donors.
I don't know. There's a couple of people who just like hear 3 episodes and they're like, "This is awesome," and they just they get really like into it, and then they hear some of the other stuff that we do, and they're like,
maybe
These
not.
guys are kind of
assholes.
not very PC.
Although we had after we dropped Gordo, There was like 2 people like, you just gotta follow her. Because that was hilarious.
Oh,
Seriously, they're like, I don't think Gordo played FF11. He doesn't know the
Yes, he
environment.
does.
Did
Yes,
he?
he does.
I don't know him.
Gordor played FF11 big time. He
But
was,
how the fuck does he not know, like,
he
why
was a
people
guest.
undercut?
He was a guest.
He was definitely a guest.
He was,
How
he was
the fuck does he not know why people undercut?
oh, he
What, are you
knows.
kidding?
He know he was. He was just fucking with us as much as we were fucking. With
Okay.
him, I think. So.
I was like, really? You don't get how that works?
If it's a problem, just stop listing your stuff for 2 days, so the person who got however many of the items can sell them and then start
And
relisting.
then not care ever again.
Exactly. That's why I kept trying to goad him.
Oh, it was
Just
great.
listed about 20K less. Easy peasy.
Easy money.
Yeah, there you go.
Get snapped up like that, man.
Good moment. Good moment.
So many people in the chat who are crafters are like, fuck you.
Alright, well, I think that's going to do it here for the Green Room video. Again, thank you guys so much for your support at patreon.com/Radio. It's because of you that we are now over 2K and set to begin production of Final Encounter on a weekly basis starting in late March. So, without you, it's not possible. And we really thank you for all your support. So, that's going to do it here from the LBR Green Room. See you guys